He's there. Where the rest of them is QQ slowly clearing out towards Audiyar. They're gonna try and time the strike simultaneously. We have Meryl's towards upper, but the flank is coming in. Meryl's actually finds NCL Dinger. That is huge, considering how low he was. 9 does reply back, and now it's a 2v2. Meryl's barely alive, and he's gonna fall. And it's all in QQ now. 12 seconds, he's gonna stick the bomb. And now he's got to clutch it out for his team. Flashback's not going to find anyone. Both the CDs peeking together. QQ needs to find both of them. He finds just one. The trade is good from 9. And that's going to be the force buy going the way of Tiger.
Well, Tiger answer immediately right back, and that's heartbreaking for Beyond. They barely script together the pistol win, but they go into the next round, and it's Tiger who immediately shut them down. Cabal stepping up. Just getting those 2 early kills really looked good, and then cleaned up. The Mag 7, you know when you're getting toyed with a Mag 7, you know things are bad.
Hey, man.
It's even worse when you're getting destroyed by a Mag 7, not from the top hut position, but from the ramp, and then you let it flank through the ramp room and come behind you in lobby. Something's up there.
Especially the second kill he got. That was some pretty good range in that. That's like some Nova range. Well, that's the thing with shotguns, Dinko. Sometimes it give it, sometimes it take it. That's the way the world works. Especially for the gun. Here they come pushing on in. Flashbang in the face. Look at Cabal. My god. My god. That is just holding left click. Not bothering about a flash. It's just whizzing past his head. Complete utter shutdown. And Beyond, they've barely tickled the Tiger players, and now they're just down to 2 members. And they know at least where one of the players is.
Cabal, you'll get rid of Olivia. Into Z, the timing couldn't have been worse for him. Urcast comes around the corner and just gets rid of him. And now 2-1. I mean, this is just the perfect start, really. Cabal just spraying away, getting the double down, relocates, doesn't fall back either. He just goes back to the position once he can, and instead of falling all the way back, he gets passive. He gets aggressive up on top of the boxes, and that allows him to take another kill. They just weren't ready for that. And so now we've got ourselves Beyond sitting on just the Glocks across the board. It's the full eco having to come in, and Tiger will be looking at a 3rd round absolutely no problem.
Well, 9. That's a chance to ace there, buddy.
Oh,
Well, okay. Too many opportunities given. Oh, he knows. He saw him. STK, burst fire, jumping Glock shot. This is the moment to shine. Can he do it, Dinko? I don't know. No, he can't. 9. At least that one he doesn't miss, and that's going to be a very comfortable mop-up. Can't he's trapped inside of the fence like a chipmunk, and he will fall. I don't know why I said that. I've never seen a chipmunk, I'm sorry, trapped in a vent, but 3-1 for Tiger. Despite losing the pistol round, they are looking pretty good right now. Look at the cash as well, Tinker. 5k on all the players. As we have Droney McDroneface. Cabal, Swift Eyes, 40% accuracy. That number does go down the longer the game progresses, though, unfortunately.
well, it's going to be STK getting rid of Urcast. A man advantage in play here for Beyond. 9. Just chilling towards outside at the moment. Waiting for STK to around the corner. He will go through that way, but doesn't exactly matter too much now at this point. Beyond going to be sending players towards outside in droves. Past the red container. STK drops into the open. Now goes around the back of Credit Card. Just in front of him is 9. He spotted the backside, and there it is. STK with a headshot. Cleans him up, and a couple more players to try and find here for the CT side if they want to pull this round back. But Beyond, this is the kind of round they need. They have struggled in the previous. Tiger looked like they were building up unbreakable momentum. But now finally Beyond looking much better. They're currently still a man to the good after losing 1 player. NCL barely alive at this point. But a 3 versus 4 retake and towards the lower side with what Tiger have, it's not looking too realistic, Blair.
It isn't at all. And I wouldn't be surprised if they don't really go for this. It's not really worth it, right? Sure, you have a little bit of bank built up, but if you're not careful, if you just kind of throw your lives away unnecessarily, that money could just dissipate like my bank account has in the past few years. So that's something they don't want to do. They've upgraded the rifles. They have the AWP to save. Dobo needs to stay alive. And keep looking for more. Cabal shouldn't miss this one, though. There we go. So bomb will detonate. 2 guns will be saved. And you know what? That's fine for Tiger. Still early days. 3-2. From Beyond, though. All right, that's showing that they're able to replicate the success they had on their pistol round. Hopefully we see a few more rounds from them. Oh, that is ballsy from SDK. Again, coming down to these, the kind of like the hero plays from some of these players, right? We see SDK with a double kill. We see like KNTZ just pop off. Olivia have a massive triple kill round. That's what Beyond seems to be relying on, which... Look, even if they win the series, it's not reliable. It's not something you can count against Tai Lu. If you win this, you're facing Tai Lu. And you're going to rely on individual heroics, so just getting some of these opening picks and getting a double kill or something to win you the rounds. Not going to work there, buddy. Danking just going to smile at you and just, like, destroy you. Or for that matter, Attacker or any of the players inside of Tai Lu. But that's still coming up tomorrow. We still don't know who they're going to be facing off against here. And here we go. SGK once more leading the charge. The man does everything, Dinko. He donates guns to his teammates. He even plays the entry, and there we go, 9. Not a chance in hell. Not a chance in hell. He's going to get hounded down by SDK. Again, the opening kill going his way. And a man down for the Mongolian side.
Well, QQ. Getting rid of Dobu. Now spray away Cabal. Getting rid of STK. KNTZ as well, getting a little bit of work done as they move forward. It's NCL and Urcast in a pretty difficult spot right now. They know where one player is, and it is that vent area. Then it's going to go up on top, and QQ is going to take a splinter of damage from it. But NCL gets aggressive in towards lobby. They'll be checking the close corners. The Molotov burning away in towards this area. QQ starts to walk forward. NCL spots him and drops him. And now a 2 versus 3 with the bomb planted. Beyond still definitely favored into this round. I feel like Tiger might even consider just saving what they've got now at this point. This retake is going to be so difficult, and Urcast is on B.
Yep. And Beyond. Couple runs back to back, and yeah, Dinko, like, we're not going to see any... I think the 9-1 streak that Tiger had on Train, that was the only time in this entire series that we see the team look kind of dominant. Apart from that, it's just been just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Here we go again, a nuke. Score's tied up. And for Tiger, they saved a couple of guns. They had a good buy. And now another save. Again, enough money for a buy. NCL should be dropping a rifle over towards Dobu. And he's got money to drop another rifle if needs be. We're going to be seeing another buy here. But whatever money they built up by winning those 3 rounds back-to-back, Nico, it's kind of gone on a drain right now. Beyond striking back.
I'm kind of intrigued as to the smokes being thrown towards outside. Now, we have got the CT one that obviously allows Urcast to play close to the red container, but I'm kind of hoping that KNTZ realizes once that smoke's thrown that this is a possibility. There's kind of a battle of the patience right now, a stalemate between Urcast and KNTZ, whether or not they're going to peek first. Urcast is in a good position, walks out into the open. He doesn't spot KNTZ, and he finds his head quickly. That works out perfectly for KNTZ. Now man advantage in play for Beyond. Just over a minute in play. And 9 coming up through the secret stairs. He'll be peering over the top to see what's going on. Checks the right corner, now the left as well. He's still stuck down here, but no presence, no information being gathered at all. Well, I suppose the lack of info is information in itself.
I'm just surprised why 9 was holding towards secret for so long, looking at Urcast's position towards outer. right? Like, he should have known there's no one to it. Secret could push on up. Got a trade, maybe. Meryl's dropping on it straight down towards events. KNTZ dink down to 11, but will stay alive. Again, man advantage here, and Cabal is going to come down to him. He was a hero on Train. It's going to be hero here on Nuke as well. Finds a kill. 9, finds another one of his own as well. And suddenly, STK and KNTZ left in a 2v2. Bomb dropped right outside of Decon. And KNTZ's got 3 kills, Dinko, but he's on 11 HP, and he's stuck. He's done for. Cabal should get the kill, and now it's all on SDK. 1v1, 5 seconds. He's got to stick to plan, and he's going to do so. And CL comes running around the corner, does so much damage, 8 HP, and SDK needs a headshot, but it won't land. NCL blinded, but he gets the spray, survives in 15 HP, and my word, that was as close as it could get.
Well, Tiger will be the team that wins it. And it's going to be 4-3. They take the lead. But I think our initial prediction, our initial hypothesis was coming into this that they would be finding this early success. You know, this would be a back and forth, scrappy affair between the two teams.
Yeah, and it is playing out as we expected. I think most of us wouldn't be surprised here at. We do see another buy. It just goes to show how dominant the 3-round wins that Tiger had was. Sorry, 4 rounds rather. That they have so much money to buy up, like time and time and time again. And now with Max Loss bonus almost kicking in, rather about to kick in soon, this could be potentially the final buy, at least for a couple of rounds here. Hop in the hands of 9. It has been comparatively quiet so far on this particular map. Let's see what they do here. A fast hit coming up towards upper. Some nice flashbangs, but no one taking advantage of it. NCL is mowing them down. QQ finds Dobu though, so at least one trade going their way, but NCL caught on the open here. He needs backup real quickly. He's going to be smoked on off. He's not budging. He's still hiding inside of the smoke. STK is going to spray him down through it. And now Urcast, his time to shine. He's going to find STK, but not before STK finds a double. Olivia holding the line as well. Urcast runs out of bullet. Absolutely terrible timing for him. But thankfully, his teammates there to save him. But QQ, meanwhile, goes out of vents, comes all the way out of secret, leaving it all in Cabal. They knew where he was earlier, but they might not be expecting the reposition. But doesn't matter. The double peak comes in nonetheless. And beyond, they strike back. And with that, Dinko, they've crushed the money once more for Tiger. And this is not looking good at all for the Mongolian side. The problem is, like, oh, that is such a good hold from NCL. I don't know how it fell apart. Again, coming on to SDK with his trusty SMGs. He's so good at just holding doubly, pushing on in. And just kind of like getting the trades, getting multi-kills on the bomb sides, opening it up. He does everything. He's not a star player. We talk about Merolds. We talk about Olivia, KNTZ, QQ having his moments in SDK. He's a quiet guy. He's the guy without the cool haircut, but he's the guy who gets the job done. You gotta give him credit for that. There's this force buy from Tiger. Money crushed. They need to make this work. The Max 7 needs to do some magic as 9 with the FAMAS finds SDK. That's big. Repositions. Catches a player with the Molotov out in his hand. And it's going to be Merolds who will survive. And KNTZ with the trade. A little bit of a scare there initially, but normalcy will resume.
It will resume. That's all that matters right now. Okay, after the deagle, though, that's right back into the house of fun. Got ourselves a 4 versus 3, a man advantage in play for the CT side at the moment. Urcast walking on up, cashes himself out an AK-47, now runs down in towards lower. May rolls us there with a headshot. Dobu. Well, he's found himself one more kill. And this 3 versus 3 will continue to ensue for the next 45 seconds as the bomb flies towards outside. Beyond still have to try and recover that and figure out a way on towards one of these bomb sites. And NCL with a big flank QQ. He turns around, he finds a headshot. Now Urcast in the vent. He needs to deliver here. It's closed, so they can't spot his barrel. They can't see anything right now, but with 25 seconds left, they're just kind of waiting to get into position. And Urcast is waiting for the info that it will be the A hit, so he can strike from the vent. But look at KNTZ. This flank is everything. They're waiting on him to get into this position, and then they will impact in towards the A bomb site. He gets the kill towards the Heaven player. Now they drop onto the bomb site itself, and Urcast realizes everything has to go his way for KNTZ. He looks to the vents. They move, and he realizes Urcast is in behind them. He takes the kill. It's 5-4 and beyond into the lead.
Well then, I like what Urkas is doing there. Also, you'll notice the kill Urkas gets with a deagle, and then the bomb. Okay, we didn't see the bomb just slid down secret. That was quite funny to watch. And Urkas is playing with the vents. Not many people know that you can actually play around with the blinds on the vents. And Urkas being cheeky, but unfortunately doesn't work out. The force buy from Tiger. They needed to convert, and now stuck with the USPs. Dinko. And beyond, they should have a good read in this. They should know this. No presence being shown from the CTs. And Olivia's like, all right, guys, yep, just have the pistols. Let's make this one clean. Don't need to lose any players. Make it clinical. And make it 6 rounds to the 4 that they have. And I like this. They know it's just a light investment or a full eco, and they're being very methodical, using all the utility. Working in tandem, leaving nothing to chance.
Well, I did mute myself, Blair, on VMix because I'm an idiot. And well,
Oh, you were muted all this while.
well, no, a little while. I think my microphone I forgot to refresh when I fixed
Oh
something.
well.
Well.
Oh no. So I've been talking to myself like an idiot.
Well, more
ruined it all,
so
Dinko.
talking to me and then me not replying. So it's all good. Well, a kill comes in from SDK. It's 9 Cabal and Urkas left alone into a 3 versus 4.
Oh.
Olivia's there with a headshot. Urkas going down. And now it's 9 and Cabal just left alone in the world. And right now, it's not looking good for the chances of Tiger in this one. It's going to be 7-4 up for Beyond.
7-4 up, and yeah, they had their buy rounds, they had their force buy rounds, they had the full USP rounds, and well then, Tiger, are you gonna burn bright tonight? This is again, for those of you probably just tuning in, wondering, wow, you guys, this is a long tournament. It's been like a month of you guys casting all these teams against each other. But yeah, this is it. This is the playoffs, the quarterfinals. It's single elim. No double elimination, no second chances. You lose, you're out of here. You go home or you stay home, depending on where you're playing from. Of course, some teams, they do like playing from their gaming houses or LAN cafes or whatever. Some of them are officially playing from home as well. But for Tiger, defending RMR champions, Dinko, it's a lot on the line. A lot on the line. Like, even if they win this, they move into the semis, they're going to face off against freaking Tai Lu, which is going to be a rematch from the RMR Grand Finals, which you won a few months back. So, it was going to be a very hard path already. But then losing to Beyond would be something that would definitely hurt their ego quite a bit. Here we go. Light investments, a few pistols, a little bit of Kevlar, some utility as well for the CTs. Better than the 5 USBs they had earlier. But Beyond, they're looking clinical on these outer takes, Dinko. They're being very methodical. That is not so methodical, though. STK is going to fall, and Urkas maybe looking for more.
Well, a good kill. Urkas just holding towards outside, the smoke up at his fist as he comes away from the angle. The bomb's still down towards lower for the T side, and they've lost too many players here already. And KTZ is barely alive. He's on 18 HP right now as well. So this isn't looking so good for Beyond. They've got a huge amount of issues coming their way, and just a minute to try and figure them out. Nearly got as many issues as us after a month of this. Well, the thing is, we'll never figure those out.
Listen, you just gotta embrace it, embrace the madness, be one with the madness, and the madness will love you back.
I mean, it sounds like a little bit of a toxic relationship, really. So
well, it is.
Accept everything bad about it and just, love it anyway.
Yeah, Asian Counter-Strike is kind of like that. Like, when you have those moments, where suddenly Tyler has upset win over maybe, Na'Vi and Astralis or something, you're like, oh my god, they're doing it. And that feeling of pure joy, I mean, It's like back in the day when, you know, NACS used to win anything, and then Moses used to just get this, like, become super happy and excited and be like, yeah, America, just raises his flag. But here we go. Somehow Beyond have turned it around. And NCL left alone in a 1v2. QQ, his position is perfection. NCL's not going to be expecting this. There's no way he's going to expect this. And there we go. QQ with a 4K. I don't even know how he managed to turn that one around. And 8-4. I don't know. Yeah.
That round was done. That round was definitely in the hands of Tiger. I really don't know how QQ has managed to pull that off. But all I can say is if Beyond can go out where they are, they have to. They owe him a drink. You got them in this round. This is unbelievable. 2v4. Just steps up. Kill after kill. Allows his teammate to stay alive as well. And comes down with a big flank. He's all over the place. I'd love to see a heat map of QQ in that round.
You know Ryan, right? From Rush B Media.
Yeah.
Eternal Cloud9 fanboy. Yeah, it's kind of like, even that's a toxic relationship. Mine's just worse. At least Cloud9 won a major. NACS is still you know, it's still much better than Asian CS has ever been in CSGO.
Well, you know, someday, Blur, someday it'll happen, and that's all you gotta hope for. And that's just happened. They ran through one player with the bomb out. Cabal is still up here. Flashbang forced him off the angle. He's dropped down into his lower. The flashbang's up, but 9 on a double kill. That AWP has just picked off 2 players like a machine gun, taking 2 kills as 9 falls away. He'll look for a little bit more. He's under pressure. He'll fall. Olivia, I love that he just keeps running forward. He's like, nope. I'm going to give you opportunity after opportunity. You're going to miss, and I'm going to kill you.
A little bit of an overextension. Why is there no one? Upper. Oh, well, okay. Now they know. QQ spots out a player. And it's going to be Olivia. The position not being expected is going to drop on down as well. What are you doing, Olivia? And now it's a 1v2. All in QQ. And he's going to get nothing done. Cabal and Jobu, they work in tandem. And Tiger, man, it seems like forever. They finally get another round, Tinka. 5 rounds for them, but 8 for Beyond as we head to the penultimate round of the first half of the deciding map of this best of 3 series. What are they doing? Why would the bomb just go in like that? Ugh.
It makes no sense as to why they would even consider that. Like, you take a look at the map and see one player that's going through first. Why has he got the bomb? It's just so questionable. At least they do recover the round, at least. You know, they recover that ramp area at least for a little bit. But nonetheless, Tiger trying to fight back. They've got FAMAS and AK, a couple of M4s in play, and AWP Beyond. Well, they're taking quite a bit of damage on board early on.
Streak does come to an end. But for Beyond, money is not the problem. For them, it's trying to maximize the lead they have, 8-5. A 10-5 lead would be spectacular considering how back and forth the initial stages of this first half was. And they can't going for this outer hit. Making their way in towards Secret. A lot of noise being made. The player in towards Garage, he can hear everything. There's information being conveyed over to his teammates. That is, of course, Mr. Urcast. And have a player ready and waiting. Towards the lower bomb site. Cabal tucked in. Cozy little corner for himself. And he's got 9 as well nearby towards Hell, if needs be. Urcast falling back as well. So this retake is going to be very quick. And with the man advantage they have, it's not going to be that easy. It's going to be rather easier for Tiger to hold onto this bomb site, but Cabal, it's going to come down to him, Tinka.
Well, Cabal under pressure. He's dealt with it well so far. He'll get 1 kill as STK goes down, but KTZ is able to trade his teammate. Now Mayrolls and KTZ left into a 2 versus 4 as Mayrolls gets aggressive around the corner. 9 going down. Urcast as well fighting back. And now it's the KTZ versus 3. And it just doesn't look all that likely having to commit to the bomb plant. They're going to run over the top. Flashbang's in. They know he's off the bomb now as well. And his chances of winning this round, I mean, they're always slim, but they're getting slimmer every second that goes on. The first shot coming in, it's a headshot, but now they can just fall away. There's no time to win this round. All that Urcast needs to do is hide. And KTC, he nearly wins it. It's just time, the limiting factor. Very nice try, but it's not enough in the end. It's going to be a round picked up for Tiger. They may not be winning them with many players staying alive. They may not be the cleanest of rounds, but all that matters at this point is that they're winning them.
And honestly, for Beyond, even though that was pretty much a losing affair, that a 1v3, he really shouldn't have won it. The fact that he gets his 2 kills means the buy is still pretty rough for Tiger, right? You have the AWP saved by Urcast getting dropped over to 9. They have a couple of M4s, but MP9 for Mouse, lack of utility in a number of the players. So despite KenTZ not clutching it out, he's done his job. And of course, Beyond, looking at the money they had, they do have a superior buy. Whether they get around number 9 or not, that is the question on everyone's lips. A little bit of a smoke wall. Honestly, I mean, I'm not really too surprised. It's Beyond and Nuke. They do like playing this map, but this has been, I think, the better Nuke we've seen so far in this tournament, Dinko. Apart from what we saw from Vici and Divine Vendetta, this is up there for me. This T side from Beyond. Apart from, you know, obviously the initial few scrappy rounds, but hold on to that thought, Cabal. Smoke gonna be deployed, but the peak is gonna be coming in. Maybe not smoke. Gonna bloom. Prevents the boost from taking place. But STK's position here again. Dinko, how does he do this? How does this man? Is he like a magician or something? There we go. Gets caught out. But Urcast out in the open. Olivia with a quick trade.
His tricks have been spotted and faltered, and while Cabal trying to get up in behind, a couple of players now heading their way in towards the top bomb side. It's going to be Mayrolls with the kill on the NCL, but Dobu and Cabal, they get to fight back as best as they possibly can. Now KTZ and Olivia, 2 versus 3 in total as KTZ looks to hold down this A bomb site. He's got rid of Dobu, and Olivia now sprinting in towards the lower site to get the bomb plant confirmed. KTZ still up on A, trying to sell it a little bit, trying to sell the fake, but I think Cabal's quickly realized the beeping is coming from the lower side. 9, that is perfect patience. Paying off. He catches out KTZ, and now it's just all on Olivia. A 1 versus 2 for him as he holds on. It's 1 kill on the Cabal, but does he expect a second player from the same position? The feet spotted trying to get towards upper from Olivia, but he doesn't panic. He doesn't give it away. A 9. He surely loses this now. What a play from Olivia. A big clutch and a 9th round picked up for Beyond. That's exactly the kind of performance they needed from Olivia in the final round of the half. They will go into the second with a 3-round lead.
We talk about Olivia, we talk about KTZ, we talk about QQ. All the 3 players stepping up. And you know what? Taking nothing away from STK. He's been the guy who's just been going on an excursion, pretty much all in his lonesome, yet getting so many kills. And definitely a brilliant showing from Beyond. 9-6 here on Nuke. For Tiger, though, pistol round win. I mean, it's a cliche, Dinko, but this is essential for them. They have the double Molotov, double smoke buy. Sensing an upper hit here.
Well, at the kit for STK, the rest with the Kevlar, and a real chance for Beyond to potentially reach double figures. They've been quite good on the pistol rounds. Tiger looking to change that fact as they're heading towards the A bomb site. Bomb plant comes through, and they're going to fall away with all 5 players staying alive. 5v5 retake. Urcast, oh, he nearly goes down, but he's actually going to walk away with a kill alongside Cabal. Somehow the kills keep coming in for the T side, and somehow Urcast is still alive, but surely not for long. But he just holds the aggressive angle, and it's cleaned up. Urcast survives on 5 HP. That was looking good at a point for Beyond, but it's Tiger that will take it. 7 rounds on the board.
Urcast there, very ballsy from him to hold that angle up close and expecting, well, no one to check him, and they didn't check him. Look at the Kennedy just running out. It's like, there's no way he's still holding around considering how low he was. But, well, Tiger, they win the round. And a very important round to win as well. Question is, will Beyond go for the Force? I'd rather Beyond just stick with the pistols here. Just go for a full-fledged rifle investment. Why do you want to, force up, play at a disadvantage? If Tiger wins it, you have to go for another full eco anyway. That's 2 rounds handed over to Tiger. Instead, just go for the Force. Fine, you're probably going to lose this one. Might do a little bit of damage, but it ensures that you will have a solid buy. It's good old economy-based Counter-Strike and decision-making. I know most teams don't really care about it anymore, Dinko, but I'm old school. I still like that. I still like playing safe. I'm boring that way, so I know.
I mean, it's not that boring. There's more boring things in life. Well, 9. Towards outside, plenty of players coming at him. Nope, he'll be under pressure to try and hold this all off. And STK is going to overrun him with the USP. And Tiger, once they see any sort of resistance, once they see a stack, they're going to avoid it completely and go to the other end of the map. And that is towards lower B. They're going to start getting that bomb planted, trying to win this round. Urkas over the top. The MAC-10 does do a little bit of work in terms of finding a kill as NCL gets one in the MAC-10 and burns away the second. It's on to Olivia, the last remaining player, as he runs on in. It's not going to work out for him. A pretty good recovery in that round from Tiger. It could have been a very messy scenario if they had stayed outside. So they make the quick call. Great decision just to run in towards B. And it's now 9-8. We will get the buy-in from Beyond. This is their true test coming into the second half, whether or not they will be able to compete here. Or will Tiger be finding themselves tying things up?
Well, they did make the decision just to go for the pretty much a full eco there. And yeah, getting a couple of kills, not too shabby at all. Decent damage and ensuring that they will have the money for this particular buy. Olivia, Glass Cannon, M4s and every one of the players as well. The problem is the lack of incendiaries, Dinko. Now, smokes are well and good, but smokes don't stop rushes. Especially when it comes to some of these Asian teams. You know what I'm missing, Dinko? This might be a little bit before your time, but just watching teams duke it out on all 1.6 nuke and spending like a minute straight just going for wall bangs. It needs to be a time-tested tradition. Like, no one would face, just like go for wall bangs. T-lobby, T-roof, all the way towards the upper bomb site. And then with 30 bullets remaining in your magazine, and everyone's magazine, that's when you go for the play. To be honest, I'm glad it's no longer a thing anymore, but I kind of miss it. Like a bad relationship. Here we go, QQ holding the line. Now the timing is brilliant. He's got to find 1, 2, looking for the third. NCL with the trade, but the damage has been dealt.
It has been dealt, and now with 35 seconds left, it is Beyond and currently stand with the advantage. 29 seconds in play. Sitting back at the moment, and now eventually they all start to walk forward. It's Urkas and NCL stuck into the right side, and now they move forward out of min. It's STK having to be the man to hold on. He's going to do it so well. Nearly gets all 3 in the spray down, but it's now just Urkas on low HP, left into a 1 versus 2, and he's gone for the tap. He pulls one into the open. Mayrol's going down, and he could win this. Urkas, 3 seconds on the timer. Just run away, Olivia. He's won the round by just staying alive, and Urkas, the valiant attempt, but it's not going to go his way. Instead, Olivia will win the round, but he still goes down. I really don't know how Urkas survives that. That is just incredible.
Yeah, but unfortunately not able to clutch it out in the end. And right now, Dinko, it's not about how fancy it looks. It's not about how close it gets or how many kills you get. It's about winning the dang rounds. And every round Beyond gets, it's a nail in the coffin of the defending champions. Defending champions. Got to keep repeating that. Tiger. Are they going to go out like this? Is today going to be the day that Beyond, they break the curse? They beat a top-tier Asian team. They haven't done it yet. They haven't done it with this lineup. At least not in my memory, as faulty as it might be. But I've seen it on HLTV. They don't lie.
There's never a lie on HLTV if you avoid the forums. Well,
listen, the forums just give a lot of uncomfortable truths, and of course some of them are absolute scumbags, but yeah. I
always remember the story of you telling me how you were born in China one time. Just reading the HLTV forums. Give you great confidence.
Honestly, I mean, we'll get back to it later on. That was brilliant from who was it? Who got the kill earlier? I think it was Dobu there. Oof, okay, finally gets taken down. This is just a death match at this point. KNTZ with auto shotty and QQ with the FAMAS. What can he possibly do? They're both going to be just playing together. Cabal from above. That sucks. He's the guy with the P250 to go, but KNTZ, he strikes, and he's like, wait, there might be a better gun for me up there. He claws He just climbs on up, but he finds nothing apart from an empty P250, and he's just gonna head for the hills here. He's got a little bit of money made with a one shotgun kill, but it's not good enough. The scoreline is gonna be 9-10 Tiger. They claw back. Yeah, there was this one time I was in China for a string of events, and my VPN died, and we all know about the Great Firewall of China. So I didn't have any access to like no Reddit, no WhatsApp, no Twitter, no Instagram, and my VPNs weren't working either. So just sitting there like in bed, insomnia kicking in, wondering what to do. Like, what do I read? Something to entertain myself. I didn't even carry a book. And I'm like, let's go to HLTV forums, and kept me sane, man. Sounds weird, I know, but I did find some pretty. If you're able to wade through all the muck in the forums, you find some genuinely pretty interesting threads. Very, very rarely, but you do find some threads.
Very, very rarely. I think is very, 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 very rarely is the appropriate term. And well, over here for Beyond, it's going to be a buy that doesn't inspire much confidence. It's an XM. It's a Deagle, an MP9, a UMP, and a Scout. Now that's not exactly the most ideal buy. Over here on Tiger, though, it's 2 MAC-10s and 3 AKs, so a small chance here for Beyond.
Small chance. A chance nonetheless. QQ. Scary game to play, especially against the AK-47. Let's stick on around. That's actually a lot of information for his side. His Mayrolls, man. He just deletes Urcast. Where did he get the kill? Oh wow. Okay. I was like, wait, there's no one nearby towards radio. And Mayrolls, this is where you fall back, buddy. You've done your job. You've done your job. It's fine. You can fall back, and he will manage to sneak his way out from ramp through the flames as well. 17 HP. This job done.
Now, this is a pretty good start for Beyond into a round that they probably shouldn't be too favored in. And a decent job at the moment. Now at 27 seconds left to be heading their way in towards this lower bomb site. Mayrolls is waiting by. Utility being used up as it goes in towards the lower side. Smokes and flashes. Good kill. Should be coming in here for Mayrolls. Another one. A lot of damage being done. But he's done his work. 2 kills being picked up. That's all you can ask from Mayrolls in that scenario. So now they move in. It's going to be a quick play. 9 going through. QQ denying NCL. And now there's only 1 second left. There's no time. There's just no time to get it done. The denial of the bomb plant is huge. And Beyond, it's 11-9 on the board. And they are cleaning up in rounds they should not be winning in. And that is heartbreaking for Tiger. The lack of bomb plant sends their economy into a huge negative downturn. Take a look at what they've got going into this. This is just disgusting for Mayrolls. 2 big Deagles. Probably should have been able to find another one from the position he was in there as well, which is just kind of ridiculous. And then just, unfortunately, the time not really there for them. 11-9 for Beyond. Now look at what Tiger have. It's nothing.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see some SMG investment. Oh no, they've gone all in, Denko. They've gone all in. I don't agree with this.
I mean, this kind of either works for them and it's brilliant, or it doesn't work, which is the most likely of outcomes, and it messes them up for rounds to come.
It's 9/11. There's no need to press the big red panic button right now. We still have time. We still have time. It's okay for Beyond to get around number 12. It's okay. Instead, take it away, Denko.
He's a little breather right now, trying to figure out what's going on. And well, right now at this point, Tiger with the AK-47 in hands, of 9 in OCAS, Tech 9 for Cabal. I mean, it's not awful. They definitely have enough rifles to make this a viable approach, especially with Beyond having some clear weaknesses in terms of their MP9, the FAMAS, the XM kept over for KTZ. So this can certainly go either way. And now the push on Tiger goes down in towards Secret. Dobu with the opening kill. QQ picked off. opened up, and a man advantage in play for Tiger as they quickly try and filter in towards this B bomb size. May Rolls is the player under pressure, and he deals with it so well. A big double kill from it in towards the lower site. And May Rolls has started to come into his own. We know he can step up and be a real influential player for them here on this map. And while Nuke is one of the maps that May Rolls is just most comfortable in, and he displays it time and time again. Another one being picked up for him. That's 3 kills added to the collection. And now it's just Urcast alone into the 1 versus 2.
I like how Merrill is repositioned for every kill so far. He's behind now. Is he going to be expecting this play, though? Oh, he was, but Urcast, you give him those 1v1s, he's going to win them, but in the end, STK is going to put an end to whatever scare Urcast had ready for beyond the forest by Dinko. They don't get the bomb down, it doesn't pan out, and now they're just going to have pistols. And Merrill's, like you said, he's just been... It's so very good here. Just being a rock alone towards the ramp area, the lower bomb site. And now for Tiger, well, there we have it, just the pistols. I'm just saying, Dinko, they could have had a full buy right now. But no, they had a half buy previously. They had the, and now they have just the upgraded pistols, no, just 9 with some Kevlar, no, 1 flashbang as utility. So you've had 2 rounds with a, you know, one kind of like a half buy, and now just the upgraded pistols, instead of just going for an eco and having a full buy in this round. Basic math. Even Mitch would get it right.
I think he actually legit has in his Twitter bio that he studied maths as well. And what KTZ is going to find himself 3.
Yes!
That's huge for KTZ and a 4K as well. They just get absolutely wrecked. And yeah, he can make it rain in this next round. 13-9. KTZ just absolutely destroying them. 24 and 13. 4 of those kills coming from the XM in one single round. The alligator just munches them to pieces.
Absolutely shredded.
Oh, this one as well. Boom.
Oh, tasty. I love to see it. There's nothing quite as satisfying as just watching like a shotgun. Just, I know you might be like scout headshot, deagle headshots. That's all pleb stuff, you know. You want to see an auto shot, just shredding. Just the pellet just going through, ecoing plays, just bursting out towards upper bomb side. And there we go. Livia, Mr. Knife to a gunfight. He got the knife kill. Although he has been pretty handy with everything. You know, 15 kills for him, a lot of utility use as well. 11 smokes, 14 incendiaries, 4 nades, and 21 flashbangs. My math's pretty bad, Dinko, but that's a lot of nades. I think it's close to 50. It's 50, exactly. Boom. That's good.
It is really good. Oh, the XM's still in play. I love to see it. I really do love to see it. It's such a viable weapon on this map. I really don't understand why a lot of pros don't use it. I think Kiyoshima and David P are the players to use them a lot on this map. You'll notice Kiyoshima actually plays on top hut a lot, so he'll pick up the XM. So that's a player to watch if you're wanting to learn how to play it properly. And KTZ is not doing a bad job either here, so looking forward to seeing more of it.
Well, why not? It is it's a weapon of domination. You know how to use it. Like I said, very viable in the position. The T's don't really seem to have an answer for it. You need to make them uncomfortable. You gotta cook the roof of that hut if you want to ensure that it doesn't really get off to any shenanigans. Can't TZ. It's playing the little bit of an anti-flash. Weaponry still gonna be favoring the T's. Just. QQ there, very immediate with his smoke being used, just ensuring they don't like really push on up. He's just presence, his sheer presence over here, just limiting a lot of options. But hit's going to be coming in, Dinko, and now the Molotov comes in for his position, but he's going to have reposition himself, and that's going to be the end of him. NCL9, they strike QQ, he's going to check the corner. The timing is brilliant. He's going to find one, and now they're trapped inside of the hut, and they're going to line up for it. QQ just running and gunning. It's all a Dobu now. 10 seconds. The bomb is in no man's land. Olivia doesn't even have to face, and there's nothing he can do. In the chaos, Dobu will fall 14-9. How does QQ get 3 kills? How does he do that? It's just so chaotic. Such a chaotic game.
But it's working out, and I think that's the scariest part. Beyond is so good in these scenarios where QQ can just hold W, runs in the top of the vent, just catches them out from behind. The UMP mincing them. How many terrible weapon kills have we seen come in for Beyond across the board? And when I say terrible, I mean unorthodox. You know, weapons you don't see used in gun rounds. They have got so many kills for Beyond in these last couple of games, rounds. It's been incredible. Now 14-9, they're 2 away from victory in this series. And over here for Tiger, it's the Tech 9s, it's the P250s, a little bit of utility in play, Blair. They realize we're going to have to play for overtime.
2 rounds away from Beyond to have pulled off, not really an upset, but for them, it's a big win. For them, it's a massive win.
It's like a mental hurdle to get over.
Yeah, and beyond this, they're like, what's the limit? They're like, we can take on VG now, we can beat Invictus as well. Tyloo, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe not quite yet. You know.
Yeah,
it's like,
but everyone else.
So you upgrade to in the weights category at the gym and decide you're gonna go and take on the mountain. Doesn't really work. Well, Molotov bringing away players running in towards him. QQ finds himself success and towards Dobu. 9 with the headshot on the Tech 9. It's looking pretty good now for Beyond to find 15, to find series point, and the bomb lies on the floor, just alone in the world. Just a matter of time before this round ticks on over and adds a 15 to the tally. And well, that smoke kind of causing a couple of issues now for Urcast and KNTZ. But Cabal, he's trying to kill back play. And now we're into a 2 versus 2. If Tiger win this round, Beyond fans are going to hit you.
I'm not sure if that jump was intentional, but now Dinko. All right, 4v2. And it's all on KNTZ once more. Man of the hour.
Oh.
Cabal,
finds
expecting
Cabal
him.
at least. And he's 12 HP, Blood. This is a huge issue.
Urcast, he wins these. He wins these. He's kind of low as well. And KNTZ being very, very patient. Urcast, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know! And KNTZ, the patience! It pays out. Urcast thought he walked on past onto the bomb site and is behind the silo. And KNTZ, that, honestly, it should have come down to the 1v2 there. But he managed to pull it off. And despite a heroic Tiger, they can't deny Beyond. They're now on map and match point, Dinko. 1 round away from knocking out the reigning RMR champions. The final Mongolian team remaining in PAL 2020 summer. And this could be it. This could be the final nail in the coffin of Urcast and boys.
How is this? How did that round even come that close, though? It's kind of crazy, but still he manages to make it work. Urcast, that's a little bit unfortunate. The bomb wasn't even planted for him either, so that there was a world in which even if he knew he was still squeaky, the smoke could have come in and the flashbang, and he could have diffused in the smoke. It would have been a little bit of an issue for Urcast to try and get over and stop that from happening. So there was a couple of scenarios in which he could win that clutch. He just finds the easiest way of just taking the kill. But now we stand 15-9. Beyond have so many rounds, but they have lost a player.
They have lost a player, and that is unfortunate. Hopefully, Merrills joins back. He has been rock solid for me on Nuke Dinko. He's been, I feel like, the difference maker. How many rounds has he kept Beyond in the running, right? And you look at the scoreline, 59, it was pretty convincing, but no, it's so many rounds where they broke Tiger's economy. We just broke their bank, especially some of these half buys. And it was Merrills all the way. Of course, we had some moments from KNTZ with the auto shotty and whatnot, but yeah, I gotta give credit where it's due. It wasn't Olivia, it wasn't KNTZ, it wasn't QQ, it was Merrills who stepped up when the call for action came. And for Tiger, well, the woes continue, Dinko, and I think it's very. I think at this point we have to state the obvious. They're right now not a top 3 team in Asia. They're not even on the the tier S of Asian CS right now. They're there. They're almost there, just right below. But alongside them, there is Beyond. I'd even throw in Divine Vendetta without any ping issues, and on a good day, even D13, right? And that's unfortunate. Tiger, They were slacking off so much initially. When this lineup formed, they were called August, and they got picked up by the Tiger Org. And for the longest time, we're like, is this thing going to work? Is Urkas going to be able to be a catalyst for this lineup? And it never panned out. Then we had the entire Smuya thing happening, and how this team is going to be, the new surprise team with Snappy and Smuya. Then somehow they win the RMR. And everyone's like, all right, here we go. Tiger, finally. We're going to see what these guys are made of. And I don't want to use the F word, but it seems like a fluke.
That's a little bit. Huge overperformance perhaps as well. Kind of the pressure on them of, oh, if we lose this tournament, we're kind of done as a team. And I guess that's kind of hard to keep up. Rops was doing a Q&A on Instagram, I think yesterday or the day before. He was discussing how consistency in Counter-Strike teams is just something that's not very common. And the reason teams become great is because they find the consistency at the top level. And it's such a true fact because Mouse Sports, look at them. They're just winning every tournament towards the end of the year, beating Astralis in Pro League finals, looking really solid, right? Then they just completely fall flat when it goes online. And really, after January, they haven't really done a whole lot. So it's kind of incredible to see teams just kind of chop and change that much. And it's very true. It's hard to find consistency.
It is. I think, especially when it comes to Asian scene, the only consistency recently seems to be Tyloo just smashing everyone. Apart from that, it's like up in the air. You don't know who's going to win against whom. QQ up close. Meryl's burning alive. And QQ, oh, the timing, but somehow 9 recovers. How does he land the headshot there? I thought that was done for. So much damage being inflicted, Dingo. So much damage being inflicted. Look at how low the players are. An MP9 and M4, that's going to be enough as SDK finds one, but not expecting the player up close. And it's all going to come down to Meryl and Olivia. So winnable. So very winnable. But do they know how low the players are? I don't think they do. And it just might fade away here. Combined HP on the remaining T players. It's 31. 31 HP in 3 players. That is ludicrous. They even have a nade. They have the M4. If only they knew, Dinko. If only they knew. But they don't. They don't know what we know. And Tiger, they will delay what looks like the inevitable end by at least one more round. They're not quite done yet. They're still clinging on. It's a precipice of defeat.
Oh, this could be expensive though. May Rolls is going to catch up Cabal, the second player there as well. 9 gone. Well, I mean, if they lose a round, they're done anyway, so at least they've got enough to purchase up. That is a little unfortunate. Now they have to kind of try and win these rounds cleanly as well and keep as much money going as possible. Because if Beyond continue to just break them down and force the players to rebuy every single round, then eventually they're going to have a scenario play out where they've only got a couple of pistols. Or a weaker weapons at least, or lack utility for that matter. So 15 to 10, Beyond, this isn't a round that you really should be favoring them in. They've got an AK, an AWP, and the rest with SMGs and pistols. So this should be a round that Tiger find themselves. Should be 15 to 11, and then we'll get to see the real buy come in from Beyond. Even then, it's probably not going to look fantastic. Oh, the head spotted. Goodbye, Dolbu. No way! He reacts quick enough. Olivia was trying to find the pixel that he could shoot, but Dolbu just turns around, spots Olivia, and takes him away. A great man advantage, and that's the most influential weapon in play gone for the CT side.
That is indeed. That's such a massive kill. And Tiger are aware of this. And take deals and other player falls. It's about the rifles, but at least the AK will be retrieved by QQ. And QQ finds a kill. Now he's completely unaware that there's a player who's pushed on up towards Ramp and KNTZ. That's a free kill for him. He's going to come running out. Long distance duel. Doesn't want to take that. And before he's able to get the kill, Dobu denies him that escape. And Tiger, they live on. 4 more rounds needed to take it to overtime and battle it out. Try and manage to pull this through. And looking at the money for Beyond Dinko, well, it should be 12 rounds here. It should be 12 to 15. We're going to be seeing a few upgraded pistols. That's about it. Maybe a couple of nades here and there. For Tiger. Oh, the paws are sweaty. Paws are feeling to be very, very sweaty because no margin for error. Absolutely zero margin. One slip up, one mistake, and they're done. They're out of here.
15-11, it is going to be KTZ with the XM, the Deagle, CZ, 5-7. I like the decision for Beyond not to invest completely. Instead, thinking about the next round after this, and this should be a 12th round for Tiger. Going to send quite a few players towards outside pretty early on. Not wasting any time, just getting in the face of the players here. Olivia, he's not aware of this. He can't hear the footsteps of Nine just charging on by past the garage. Shuts down Olivia, who's just not ready for that sheer pace that was being thrown at him. So things can slow down a little bit now for Tiger. They've got the map control across the board. They realize they're going up against a weaker buy again.
And I like Beyond just pinstering the lobby area. Bear in mind that auto shotty in the hands of KNTZ could be quite troublesome. The Cabal, oh, spots a player out. And now they know the jig is up. Tiger aware that Beyond have pushed towards the lobby. And that should be the cue for them to potentially strike towards the upper bomb side. You know, they have control of Heavens. They're going to wait patiently. At KNTZ, he's going to strike. The auto shotty gets a kill on the Cabal. I picked up an AK. If I'm KNTZ, I just save you're at QQ, trying to go for the wallbang, and unfortunately, QQ, that particular shutter is bulletproof. I don't think you can do any damage to that. Not even with an AWP, not even with a... Okay, maybe with a bazooka, perhaps, but thankfully it's not there in CSGO. And that's going to be round number 12 for Tiger, Dinko. They hold on, they cling on, not quite done yet. Bloody battered fingernails and all of that. And 3 more rounds is what they need.
I mean, we've all been waiting for this moment where Beyond are going to be able to purchase up again and get the full buyout across the board. So this is really the test for Tiger. They lose this, it's done, completely over and done with. But if they win, they're right back in things. Real overtime possibility again here. Just a single op setup this time for Beyond. It's going to be Olivia just keeping it out. I think when we go to overtime, or if we go to overtime, we've actually seen Beyond pick up the double op setup for it, so that could be interesting. Right now in regulation, obviously, the monetary requirements, it's just the one op for Olivia. I feel like Olivia has been good in the series, but he's not really been anything special. You know, hasn't really stepped up to the level we know he's capable of. And I think that's kind of quite common for Olivia when it comes to playing against the best teams in the region or the better teams. You do rely a little bit more on the team play of Beyond instead of just that one player showing up.
Well, I agree with you. I feel like that does tend to happen, right? And especially when you're playing against top tier teams. The likes of Vici, Invictus, Tyloo, and once upon a time Tiger. It's never going to be easy. It's never going to be easy to individually shine. But then that's when the rest of his team steps up. And so far, Beyond his compadres, everyone has stepped up indeed. Flashbang is good. QQ didn't spot anyone out, but he knows it could just falling on back. That nade! That's quite a bit of damage, Dinko. It's bringing them back down to the one headshot from the M4A4 territory, and it's always scary. QQ. So holding the line, 30 seconds. They need to make some haste. We need to make some haste here, and they have nothing. No ground gain, I'm sorry, to the secret area. Now QQ is aware. He knows he's going to be heading towards upper. Now the flank is going to be coming in. It's going to be 9 is going to strike first. Jobu with a clean entry. KNTZ replies back with 2 quick kills of his own. And QQ from outside is going to get the kill. 10 seconds remaining. Merrill sneaking up from the heavens. They're going to get the bomb down. No one covering. And that is going to be it, Denko. It's going to be Beyond making it to the semifinals. There's no time remaining. Cabal tries to go for a desperate plant. And Merrill is there to seal the deal. Beyond. They are your winners. And finally, they break the curse. They finally take down one of the top 4 teams here. And honestly, with that